Yes, so we can see here we are going to generate one continuous delivery pipeline here. So in this pipeline, we are going to use these services, code commit, code build. Then we want to add approval. Elastic Beanstalk will be there over deployment option. We will not use code deploy now, one service from the AWS. Instead of that, we will directly deploy application in this environment. And we will add a pipeline also here. In the pipeline, this will be the stages, we can say. So it will be like 1, 2, 3 stages kind of pipeline will be there, or we want to have deploy also. So basically 4 stages will be there in our pipeline. So in, as we can see, user will first commit the changes in the code commit repository, and then build will start. Build will automatically trigger. So build will build these changes from the code commit repository, and then that changes should not deploy automatically. We want to have one approval step, that is manual approval step. We need to approve. Okay, we want to deploy it or don't want to deploy it, then only it will deploy into the Elastic Beanstalk environment. So this is very simple use case we want to run. So we will do step by step, like we need to first create the repository code commit, then we need to create the build project, then we need to create pipeline, and then obviously we need to have an application also, and that application should be running in Elastic Beanstalk. So this is one step by step process we need to follow here. So as we know, there will be these 5 steps mainly. First one, like we want to create code commit repository, just setting up one repository, and already we are having some application code. We want to use that code directly. And then we want to deploy application. In this second step, now we will create our environment with the help of Elastic Beanstalk. We haven't done this part yet. So we want to do this thing now, because we are changing our deployment options now. We are not deploying our changes to the EC2 instance. Instead of, we are deploying into Elastic Beanstalk environment. And that is like automatically provisions will be there. So whatever like things we are deploying in the Elastic Beanstalk, everything's auto scaling and high availability will be taken care by AWS. So it will be like full-fledged one solution we want to implement today. Then we are having code build for building purpose. Obviously, whatever code we are having in the code commit, we want to build it with the help of code build. Then we are having delivery. For the delivery purpose, we will generate one pipeline. In the pipeline, we will mention the source stage, build stage, deploy stage. Every stage we will define in the pipeline. And in the final step, we will verify our pipeline. We will add some review approval kind of thing we will add in our pipeline. So once approval is done, pipeline will deploy the changes to the Elastic Beanstalk. If we will reject the approval, pipeline will not deploy the changes. And at last, we want to clear all the resources as well, because whatever we are going to use, we are going to use 4 or 5 services. So we need to clear those resources. Otherwise, it will cost us. The free tier for some services are free, but like code commit, very limited thing is there in the code commit. If we'll put more code in the code commit and we will use it, it will charge us. So better to clear all the things after this demo. So we'll start one by one. So this is our code and the build spec file. So code, we are having one zip file is available. So we can use this zip file. Inside this one, we will extract this zip file. We will get something like this. Some code will be like this. So here app.js, one JavaScript file is there. Inside this, some code is there, simple hello world kind of thing, nothing else here. So we just want this complete changes first to commit in the code commit repository. So we can download this zip file in our local machine. And then we are having this build spec file. For building purpose, we need to use. So we are having build spec file also available. So we can just copy paste this small code so that it will able to build that particular code, whatever we are going to commit. So this is the code or actual code, and build spec will build this code, and then it will deploy in the pipeline. So these are the two things we need to take care. So first one, we need to create one repository. So I'm going back here so that we will follow step-by-step approach here. So first we will create repo, and then we will clone that repo in our local machine. and then we will download the zip file in our local machine, extract it. Whatever files are available, we will simply commit those files into the CodeCommit repository. That is first stage we want to do. So let me go to first my management console. This is my management console. Now we will do code commit. I will go a bit slow. Any doubt is there, let me know. Oh, I need to log in first. And to GTS5. Nine three five. Now we will go to code commit. As of now, I'm not having any repository here, so I will simply create one. We can give any name here, and we can see AI repo something. I can give AI repo, and we can give some description. Application code. So repo name is AI repo here. We will simply create it. So now repo got created. We want to clone it. We need to take clone HTTPS here. We will take it. Now we will go to my local machine. In this my local machine, this zip file is already there. But first we need to clone the repo. Then we will extract it. So I will extract at the same location, or I will clone also at the same location. So simply here I will type git clone and that URL, whatever we have done, we have created. Just simply enter it. It is cloning AI repo, we can see here. Repo has cloned. We can see you appear to have cloned an empty repo. So this message means as of now, our repo is empty. So we are getting this message, but it got cloned. We can verify the same thing in directory also. We can see it came AI repo. If we go inside this, only one Git folder will be there, like this Git will be there. It means repo is cloned. We'll go back here. Whatever this file is there, I will extract it now because we want to get that code files. So extract everything here only. So we got this. If we go inside this, what happened? Where is code? I think some issue with this zip file. Let me download this file from the drive again. Size is 11 KB here. So we'll delete these old files. Okay, so I have downloaded new file. Let me see. Yeah, size is 11 KB now. Previously it was 1 KB. So ideally code should be there. This Yes, so we will simply take complete all the files, Control A and X, Control X. We will go back to our Git repository or code commit repository. We will put all the files here. Control B. That's it. So if we see, this is my code file app.js. What we are doing here, I'm opening it. We can see here simply some code is we are running with the Express and Node app. And here we are printing one hello AWS message. That's it. About the technical perspective, we don't need to understand anything here. Just we need to see one message we are playing. That is our app actually. This app will give us one message. Now we are good here. Now first we need to move to our directory. That is AI repo. So we can do dir here. And we can see number of files are available, the same files, whatever we want to commit in the code commit repository. First, we will run git add. We want to add this file like this we will get. Then git commit -m means message. I can say something like initial commit and enter it. So we can see after initial commit, these files got added. But now we have to push these files. We will say git push and we will do enter here. We'll see. So after pushing the files, we should able to see these all the files in our repository. So we'll go here our repository. So this is my repository. Let me refresh it or directly go here. Sorry. So all the files are available here. We can see AWS, Elastic, Beanstalk, Node.js, sample application, and all the files are available. So we have successfully committed our files or changes into code commit repository. Now the second step, we want to create application, Node.js application, because this is one code change. This is our code, but application should be there. And through Elastic Beanstalk, we want to generate that application now. So what we will do, we will simply go to Elastic Beanstalk. So in this session, we will be revised all the concepts, almost whatever we have covered. Elastic Beanstalk also will be taken care here. So this is my Elastic Beanstalk. I want to create one application, or we can say one environment I want to create here. We will go with the web server environment here. Application name. So we can give like AI application like this. And domain is what will be that URL we want to give. I can say AI sample. We'll see it is available. Yes, domain name is available. So if you see, my URL will be something like this. So this is a CI/CD based app. Platform, we will go here, managed platform. Which one? Node.js based application we are developing. So we will select Node.js. Whatever that sample application is there, let it deploy. Then we will redeploy our changes on top of that, because we are first creating one environment here. So we will not configure anything else. We already know Elastic Beanstalk will automatically provision everything for us, and it will create one highly available app, and we will say create environment here. This process will take some time now. So we don't need to wait here, because we are having other tasks as well. Like we need to create code build pipeline. We need to create number of things are involved in this. So let it create. We will go back here. Now what we want to create our code build as well. So we'll go over code build. This is the first time we are doing code build. We haven't created any code build till now. Simply we'll like code build, getting started, build projects or something. We will click on build projects. Yes, we want to create a code build. Now build name we can give. I can say AI code build. Some name we can give. This is code build. Optional steps, whatever are mentioned, we will not touch it. Whatever is there, we will go with the by default thing. This thing is important now. Code build. The code build will require some code to build. So from where code build will get the code. So I want to get the code from the code commit. This is my source provider. We can have number of other providers also, like GitHub is there, Big Bucket is there, and GitHub Enterprises are there. So what, as of now, we are using code commit only. We are not using Git here because we have to provide the authentication also. But we can create one demo with the Git also, so that you guys will able to understand that part. So in the code commit, which repository? So that is my AI repository. As of now, only one repository is there, so it is showing that. So I will choose this. Branch, which branch? By default, it will be like master branch only. So we will select it. Same thing we can verify in the code commit also. We can go and see the branch if really required. Environment, build environment. For building this, we required some kind of environment, right? So which operating system to use? We will use manage image, and we can use the Linux one only. Runtime. For building, we require runtime like standard we will put here. Image, we can use always the last one. Last one, why? Latest version basically. So 3.0 we want to put here. So it will create one kind of EC2 instance for building purpose internally. Role wise, whatever that new roles are required for doing this code build process, let it create a new role. So automatically it will create code build, will create roles also. So we no need to create manually role part here. Anything else we don't want to define? No. This is important now. Build spec. We gave, okay, this is my repository. Now what to do with that repository? Do I need to run some commands or something? Yes, we want to insert some commands. So we see like this, we need to insert some commands here. Instead of inserting directly here, we can say switch to editor. Once we click on this, we will get something like this, build commands. No need to do so much here, just control A and delete everything from here. And now we will go back in our project files, buildspec.xml one file is there. I think in my local also, if it is not there, you guys can download. So this is the file, buildspec.xml. Simply control A, control C. What this file is doing, it is simply building the code using the npm node package manager. One command is there with that. This is the files directory where it will put everything after building. That's it. Simply npm is an npm we are running, nothing else here. Control C, and here we can see control B. That's it. If any error is there, suppose like this or something, some comma or something is missing, it will show here only. So be careful with copy paste thing, like this it will show. Better to give proper here. Yes. So this thing is done. Now batch configuration. No, we don't want anything related to the artifacts or CloudWatch roles. No. Simply say create build project. Now it will build, or it will create the build project for us. It will take some time. We will wait. So this is the second step we are doing here. So we can see this project got created. We want to say start build. As of now, it will simply build it. That's it. And we can always see the build logs here. Now see, it will start coming. Let it come. Some logs will come. Meanwhile, we can see what is the progress here. I think this environment is ready now. AI application. If we click on this, so this is our environment, and the application is also running. We can verify, yes, application is also running. So our Elastic Beanstalk application is ready. but Elastic Beanstalk currently running some different node application. Our application is not deployed there yet. So we will deploy it. But this is like fully managed environment, as we already saw this. High availability, fault tolerance, monitoring, everything will be taken care. We just need to upload our code here. So we can see some logs got started. This is the build process is going on. So build one command, something like this. We can see it is showing running command. This was our command. So it is running that command. Going on something post build stage or something is executed here. Yes, build got succeeded. So it took over code and it is able to build it. So that linking has happened between the code commit and the code build. Now code commit is done, code build is also ready, build project is ready, and the deployment side Elastic Beanstalk application is also ready. Now we need to integrate everything. How we will integrate these things? Using one pipeline. So here only we are having one pipeline. Directly we'll go to the pipeline. That is pipeline here. Create on it. So now we are going to create our pipeline. It will be very easy pipeline because already we have done this thing. So it should be easy only now. Pipeline name we can give like AI pipeline. I can give AI pipeline here. Role wise, whatever that roles it required, it will automatically create. So we will go with that. Service role it will create. Let it create a new service role. Okay, now it's working. So we'll simply say next here. Source. Source is our code commit. Okay. Repository name, AI repo. Branch name, already we know master. We will not modify any code change here. Whatever it is showing, we will go with that. So this like CloudWatch events and these all things we will see later. Build. Now this stage is not optional because we are already having one code build project and we want to use it as well. So now we will say code build. Project name, it will automatically show the project now. AI code build project is my name. Anything else here we want to do? No. As of now, we don't want to do anything else. We will simply say next here. Then the deploy will come here. So in the deploy, we want to deploy this particular application. As you are aware, number of options are available for the deployment, like app config, cloud formation. We can deploy the template also. Or if you want to do some further things here, like we want to deploy using the code deploy or Elastic Beanstalk. So in this case, we want to use Elastic Beanstalk for the deployment purpose. So which application? That application is AI application. Environment name. That environment name is AI application ENV. So we will say now next. We can review. If we can see 3-stage pipeline got created. Basically it will get created 3-stage pipeline. Step 1, this thing, and step 2, source code basically getting edit. Step 3, build stages there, and the step 4 basically deployment stages there. We will simply say create pipeline. We see here. So pipeline is getting created. Yes, so we can see here source stage is there, build stage is there, and the deploy stage is there. This is fully end-to-end pipeline we have created now, and it automatically started. So it is now, we can see code commit is done. And this was initial commit. The first time commit I did to the repository, this was my comment, right? Initial commit. So that comment is coming. We can see it fetch the proper thing now. And we will wait for build. So as already we have selected Elastic Beanstalk application. So ideally, once this application will run, I should not see this one. Now the new message should come because my application will automatically deploy the new changes that this message should come. Whatever app.js message, hello AWS I have given, right? So after deployment, this message should come. So it's like end-to-end things is going on. We'll wait. Let the deployment should complete first. So build stage is going on anyhow. We have to wait. So this is the way like industry works. So fully end to end, we can create always, or we can make automation fully automated pipeline kind of thing we are creating here. So once this pipeline is created, we no need to focus so much on how code will get deployed or how build will happen. No, we just need to focus on our code changes, whatever. Like if I'm developer, I will focus on what would be my code change, how my application will be better. So I need to focus on that part. Simply it will commit. Code changes will get deployed directly. I can go to URL and verify my changes. New changes will reflect there. And if it is some production environment or some staging kind of environments are there, automatically your changes through this pipeline will deploy. Means first like QA environment, it will deploy, and then it will deploy to the next staging environment, maybe dev environment, then it will deploy to the production environment. So from the production environment, if everything looks okay, you will give your changes to the some public server. So from the public servers, customers will able to access your changes directly. So this is a like fully end-to-end thing. So build deploy will take some time. I think build is done. Yes, build is done. We can see deploy is going on here. It will take some time. And I think deployment will be done almost. You can refresh the page directly and see. Yes, you can see this is our hello AWS game. It means our application got deployed. Whatever that current application hello AWS was there, that got deployed. And the old application got replaced here. So we can see once it is done, we will be good. Yes, it is done also. So pipeline is also got stopped. So this is like one end-to-end thing we have done. Now what we want, the deployment thing, whatever is happening, that should have some kind of approval before deploy. So we want to add one more stage in this pipeline, that will be approval stage. And approval also we need to give from this pipeline side only. Means we have to come to this pipeline for giving approval. So we want to add this approval basically between build and the deploy stage. First build is done, then on approve, deployment should happen, or on reject, deployment should cancel. That thing we want to add. So what we will do now, we will do edit this pipeline again. Now we will scroll down. We can see between build and deploy, we want to add some stage. We can give some stage name like review, and we can add stage. So this is my review stage. We can see, yes, we want to add some kind of action for that. So we can give some action name like manual approval, something like this. Any name, it's a name we need to give here. Action provider. What will be the action here? I want to say approval action, that will be manual approval action. Anything we want to enable SNS, simple notification service, or some other things we want to do. As of now, we don't want to do anything. Once we will progress, we will understand more on this notification services. But as of now, we will simply say done. We can see action got added. Now we can say done. And we can say save. Save it. So now it is 4-stage pipeline. First one is source, build. Now review stage got added. We haven't run pipeline till now, means after adding this, so that's why it is showing didn't run. and we can say deploy also here. So this is 4-stage pipeline. We want to verify now these changes. What we will do, we will modify this message app.js JS message. Instead of hello AWS, we can give any message. This is this message pipeline, something like this we can give. Simply save it. Now I'm developer, my role. I will not take care deployment and every that part now. Simply I will push my changes. I will say git add app.js file because I did my changes in this file only. I will simply say enter now. And I will say git add is done. Commit minus message. I can say any message pipeline changes, something like this, or better we will give added review like this, something, enter. And we want to push these changes, push, git push. After pushing the changes, pipeline should start automatically. We will not do any manual work here because it's fully automated thing. Now we'll wait here. So yes, push done. Huh? So pipeline will start and we'll see. So once pipeline will start and it will fetch the new code. So we will come to know because the here message will get changed. See, added review came. It means automatically it took over new changes now. Pipeline is getting started. We can see here also. Now the build process is starting. We can see here build is getting started. So build will take time. After build is done, pipeline should stop here at review stage. It will not continue. We have to approve it manually. Then only it will continue. So we'll wait and we'll see. And at last, we are expecting output. This message should get modified. I will simply refresh it. I will not do anything else in the environment. Simply refresh it. New message should come. Where it is? Yeah, here. So it is building. It will take some time. We'll wait. So now our code build is ready. Every dot we have connected with this pipeline. End-to-end thing is there, and review is also enabled. We can always add, delete, or modify the stages in this pipeline. If we want to add one more stage, like for the staging environment, we can add it. So build process is done. Now we will scroll down and we will see review. And here we can see message is coming, waiting for approval. It stopped here. Pipeline stopped here. It will keep going like this. So we need to review it now. Means we want to approve it or we want to don't approve it. We can give some comments and we can decide reject and approve here. So we can say something, anything is, we can say like, okay. And we can approve it. So once it is approved, this pipeline is approved, then only it will deploy the changes. Then only next pipeline step will execute in this case. So now we'll wait. We can see review process is done. Now it deployment will start. This is the actual deployment. Now it will happen. Let it complete. So if we see, I just made these changes and the deployment and building everything like pipeline is doing automatically. I'm directly, I should able to see these changes in my application. And in this case, application is Elastic Beanstalk stock based application. So I should directly refresh my page and I should able to see. So this is also done. I will go now my page, web page, and I will refresh it. Message came. This message is from the pipeline. Now we can say it is like fully automated pipeline we have created here. So we see here, we have created code commit, code build, manual approval we have added here. elastic beanstalk based application is there, and this is through one pipeline we have done. So this is like fully automated pipeline we have created, and we can say we have implemented continuous integration and continuous deployment. Clear the resources, that is very important. So start with the application level. So I will simply say application terminate environment we can give, or instead of that you can delete the applications first. Environment later we can deploy some other application also. We can say delete application simply. So enter the name of the application to confirm. Application is AI application. AI application, and we will delete it. So process started, that is okay, let it go. Now we will delete our pipeline. This clearing resources is really important, I will say. Simply type delete. Now, if you see, we are deleting these resources manually. If we will use cloud formation, so cloud formation stack will automatically take care of the deletion part also. This is like we should able to compare these things, and we should say benefit. So each and everything we have to delete whatever we have created manually. So delete pipeline gone, build gone, and obviously repo is the important thing to delete, because this code commit is having limited uses. We will use more on this, so later it will start charging us. So we'll simply say delete repository. We will type delete here, and we will say delete. So now I think everything gone. No application is there, and this is also gone only. Yes.